Good morning, everyone. So tonight's meal, I've got 3 beautiful duck breasts, and first and foremost, I'd like to thank our extended family, Tom and Heidi Mora, for providing me these duck breasts as well as a whole duck. Heidi was so kind to drop them off to Donnie and I yesterday. They're nice and fresh. I opened them up this morning because I thought, maybe I should salt these and let them sit in the refrigerator and let that salt get down into that meat. So I looked on a few recipes, and it does say to make it would be a great suggestion just to really tenderize the meat and flavor. So I scored the duck breasts, and I'm just going to salt them. And you want to salt them liberally. So when I do cook them tonight, and I'm going to pan-sear these, I don't need to salt them anymore. Look at that nice, beautiful color of the meat.
Yeah, they look amazing.
And they smell amazing. They're just like, just like a raw steak. So, there you go. So that's all, well, we'll go more for measure. So that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to put these on a plate. I'm going to put them in the fridge uncovered until a little bit of fat there, until I decide to cook them later on this evening. It's 10 in the morning, so I'm going to at least leave these in the fridge for 8 hours. And I'm going to make them with a cherry wine sauce. So we'll be back then, but I didn't want to leave this portion out of it, of scoring the meat, because when you cook it, you want to cook it fat side down on a low heat to slowly render that out. You're going to have a lot of duck fat out of it. And then you really only need to cook on the breast side just for a couple of minutes, just to get it to a nice medium rare. That's what at least we're going to do. Medium rare to medium, but more on the medium rare side. So thanks again to Heidi and Tom. I can't wait to do this. And I think with the whole duck, I might smoke it or roast it. We'll see when that time comes. But thanks a lot, and we'll see you later on this evening. Okay, we're back. So I have my Brussels sprouts going on the side. I'm going to serve it with a side of Brussels sprouts. I have a wild rice going over here. I'm going to work on the red wine dark cherry reduction sauce, but now I need to get the dick Okay, we're back. I had a couple of takes because I was trying to say duck breasts and I said something else. So we're going to do it one more time. I got a couple of side dishes going. Over here I got some Brussels sprouts steaming. I have a wild rice going on over here. Here I'm going to start my red wine dark cherry reduction sauce, but I need to get my duck breasts going. So my duck breasts have been sitting, I don't know, for at least 8 or 9 hours. I scored them, I seasoned them, salted them, and what I need to do now, is put some pepper on them. So let me go ahead and do that. Okay, and I got a cold pan put on a very low heat, and I want this the fat of the duck to render very slowly. So I'm going to lay them in. Look at that beautiful ruby red meat. I'm going to let them come up to a higher temp. When they start to render, I'm going to adjust the temperature so that it sits here for about 20 to 25 minutes, rendering that fat. And when I turn them over, it's only going to be 2 or 3 minutes for a nice 125 degrees, which is going to be medium rare. And off cook, we'll put it to about 130. So while that's going, the rice will be cooking, the Brussels sprouts will be going, and I'm going to work on the sauce. So when we come back, we'll see where we are with everything else. We'll be back in a bit. Okay, it's been enough time, and it looks like the duck breasts have got a nice sear on the outside, like a good steak. And I'm going to turn them off the heat. I'm going to take them off. I'm going to set them aside. As I got the rice is done, the Brussels sprouts has about 5 more minutes, and I'm going to finish off the red wine dark cherry reduction sauce. So that's going to keep going here for a few more minutes, and then when we come back, we'll put it all together. So we'll see you back in a bit. Okay, the duck is done. I'm slicing in. Nice medium rare. The skin is crispy. Okay, go to number 2. I can smell it. It really smells wonderful.
It smells great.
I didn't think, when I saw these breasts, I thought, wow, duck breasts are small, which they are. And I thought, wow, well, how much meat is this going to be? But it really is quite a bit of meat. So I'm going to give Donnie this right here. Look at that. Lay it out like that. I'm going to give me a few of these slices over here. And I screwed up the whole presentation. No, I didn't. Now, let me get some of the wild rice. I probably should have plated this with the rice first and the duck on top. So, right now I'm going to just make a little change-a-rooey, because this is how I probably would want to do it, like this. Now it's a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not going to plate mine that way because I'm hungry and I want to eat it all. I got some extra duck, which is really nice. Got a nice little chunk right on there, nice little piece. I'm going to have some more of that. And I'm going to take the wine reduction sauce. Let's put a little bit over it all. Donnie, you want more than that?
Okay.
I want to put some on the rice. Got the little cherries that are all inside there. A little bit too liquidy for my taste. So what would a restaurant do? They go like this, right? All about the presentation. Okay. I'm going to deal with this one here because it looks really good.
It looks so amazing.
Okay. So, Donnie put a fork in there. Donnie, you put a fork in the Brussels sprouts.
I guess I did.
Okay, let me get a spoon. Get a spoon. Okay. When you put things together, sometimes it's like it all comes together really quickly. And you get a lot of different things in there. You're like, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. But there you go. All right. Okay, I'm going to grab the camera. There you go. Let's see what this all tastes like here. Now, again, if I had to redo how I would plate it, I would have put the rice down first like I did on Donnie's plate, and then put the duck on it, a little reduction sauce, and go from there. Well,
so good.
well, I'm going to be the judge of that. So let me cut this out here. I'm going to have a taste. There's a little bit on the underside of the breast. There's a little bit of a loin. It's a little strip of a loin, and I saw it on some videos, I think from Gordon Ramsay, to take the loin off, and you can cook it on the side, or someone else. There's actually another chef from Hell's Kitchen. So I decided to do that, and I salted it and I put it on the side. And after the chicken breast was cooked, I just sauteed them really quickly in the duck fat and salted them and peppered them. It was pretty good, I have to admit. So we'll see how this all goes, but I'll be back to tell you what I think, my honest opinion of my first pan-seared duck. See you in a bit.